Hello, everyone. This is criminal profiler Pat Brown. And I just read that the prosecution has asked to vacate Adnan Syed's his sentence and get a new trial in the murder of his ex-girlfriend, Hae Min Lee, who was murdered in, let's see, when was that? 2000, February of 2000. And I'm kind of disturbed about this. I have examined the evidence myself. I did a video, the link is below the video I did, that I find the evidence supports his guilt. A jury found him guilty, but once that happened, I'd say a new creature that has come out in America and across the world in the recent years is called the podcast. And Serial became one of the biggest money-making podcasts ever, where they examined whether he was really guilty of killing his girlfriend. And then they brought in the lawyers on his side, so the defense team got involved. And now there's been an HBO documentary, which is also backed by the defense. So you have this huge defense, not in the courtroom, but the defense is out in the public. And they're digging up every little shred of anything they can dig up to try to find something to just make people think maybe he's not guilty. Now, that was supposed to be done in the courtroom, but apparently now it's done in the public eye. So let me read what Marilyn Mosby, she's the Baltimore City State's attorney, says. Okay. After a nearly year-long investigation reviewing the facts of this case, Syed deserves a new trial where he is adequately represented. I don't know why he wasn't adequately represented the first time around. And the latest evidence can be presented. Latest evidence? Well, supposedly they found maybe there's a couple of alternative people who could have killed her. I don't know that I call that evidence. I call that, you can always have something out there. You can always say, well, maybe this happened, but what does the evidence actually support? Well, originally the police, the prosecutors, and the jury all thought evidence supported that he killed her. Now they've come up with, oh, maybe there's an alternative suspect, and maybe we should do some DNA testing that wasn't done back then. Let me say this about Marilyn Mosby. I'm not fond of her. I think she's a very, very political animal. I don't think she's all that much about actual justice as much as she's about herself and her career. I believe since the public has turned on her prosecutors, the state of Maryland in this, and Baltimore City, I think she has decided, hey, what I'm going to do is this. Let's get this new trial. And if he gets a new jury and the jury finds him not guilty, well, I'll come off as a total hero because I've saved this guy. And everybody, all these people out there watch Serial and HBO think he's innocent, so I will win. So I don't think she's so concerned about winning for the victim. I think she's concerned about winning for herself. I don't trust this whole thing with the way it's going down. I'll be curious to see when the actual next trial happens, what actual, quote, evidence they've got to offer, or whether it's just a bunch of junk to confuse people and confuse a new jury. Because here's the way it works with juries and new trials. When you get your first jury, and I always call a jury 12 people off a bus stop, because they're not people trained in anything that you need to be trained in to actually analyze a crime. They're 12 people off a bus stop, well-meaning though that they don't necessarily understand evidence, DNA, psychopathy, crime scene analysis, any of that stuff. They just have a prosecutor telling them one thing and the defense telling them something else, and they're like, I feel like this person's telling me the truth, or whatever. So it's like rolling the dice. Well, he got snake eyes the first time around. Well, if you get another trial, you get a different defense attorney and a different prosecutor, maybe this time you roll the dice, he gets a 7. He gets off. So that's how you play the game. But I think Marilyn Mosby is doing this for her career. I don't believe she's doing this for justice. That's just my feeling on it. And anybody who knows Marilyn Mosby can agree or disagree with me. Anyway, that's it. Thank you very much. We'll see what happens. Please do like and subscribe to the channel. And I'll see you next time with who knows what other breaking news we'll have. Bye.